Okay, so I only have 10 highlighters. I think that's good compared to the rest of my collection. Also, I don't like get super excited when highlights release. I'm not like a huge highlight girl. I'm just one of those highlight people that's like when I find one, two, or three that I really like, I kind of just use those. So let's go through these. I have here the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Gasm. This is like a really popular product right now. I've had this not since last year, but the year before. It's probably expired, but I'm gonna keep it because it's really pretty. It gives you like a rosy glow, like to your cheeks, kind of like a rose gold. Keeping that. My all-time favorite highlighter is the Westman Atelier Super Loaded Tinted Highlight in the shade Peau de Pêche. The brand sent this over to me, and I'm forever grateful because this highlight changed my life. It's gorgeous. It's perfect in every way. And I'm definitely keeping this. Next, here I have the Era Perez Vanilla Highlighter in Sun Halo. This is a really pretty champagne highlighter. I really loved this a lot when I first got it, and I used it a lot. But ever since I got the Westman Atelier, I just really haven't been reaching for this. It was kind of expensive, and it smells like vanilla. It smells so good, but I think I'm going to pass this on and let somebody who would really like enjoy it in their collection and use it because it's a good highlighter and I really like it. I've just found other ones that I like more, so I'm gonna pass this one on. It's hard to let go, but I know that I'm not really gonna use it. I have Gilded Honey. Do y'all remember Gilded Honey? Like, take me back to 2015 Gilded Honey. This is from Laura Geller. This is a cult classic highlighter. I've probably had this for like 4 or 5 years. This is old and it's gotta go. Next I have here the Minori Cream Highlighter. This is a newer clean beauty brand in the shade Champagne. It reminds me a lot of Sun Halo from Air Perez. That's why I'm not keeping that one because I have something so similar to it. But this one is not as balmy. This one's more like dries down like a powder. Gonna keep this because it's new to my collection. They sent this over to me. My second favorite highlighter is the Merit Beauty highlighter in the shade Bounce. This is just, there's something about this. When I underestimated this when I first got it, and I quickly like came to my senses because it's really good. It's really nice. I think it's like $30. I think when I first got this, I was like, why is this $30? It's really good, guys. Like, it's really, really nice. There's no color to it. There's no glitter. It's just like the softest shimmer. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's just perfect. You can see what it just did there. I don't have on like an actual proper highlight today. Actually, yes, I do. I have one on. I'll tell you what it is. It's just perfect. Definitely keeping that. And next I have here this Makeup Forever palette. This is old. I think I've had this maybe like 4 or 5 years now. My mom got me this a long time ago. And I actually have this shade right here, kind of like I topped my blush off with it. I have on Confident from LYS Beauty, which is one of my favorite blushes ever. I think it's described as a warm cinnamon or toasted cinnamon. It's like a really nice, warm, rosy, nudish pink color on me. And I topped it off with this. I really did like these highlights in this Makeup Forever palette. And they still look good. But it's very, very old. And it's probably not good to be using this on my skin. I wanted to use it one last time today. So I did. I'm going to throw this one away. Next I have here Bubbly Baby from Nude Sticks. I just received this from the skin store. And I haven't even used it yet. But I have heard really good things about Bubbly Baby, and I want to keep it. It's brand new to me. Haven't used it yet, so keeping that, of course. And I have here the Say Beauty Dew Balm in the shade Lilac. So the brand did send this over to me. This is a very unique kind of purple iridescent highlighter. Definitely keeping. I don't have anything else like this in my collection. I like to have things that are unique and not like anything else that I have. So keeping that. Lastly, I have the Thrive Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Joy. This is like a pinky champagne highlight, and I think I'm going to keep it. I've never really used it, but I'm gonna keep it, and I'll probably do a Thrive Cosmetics review and just review all the things that I have from them. I'm keeping 7 highlighters. I only got rid of 3. It's progress. It's progress. I meant to tell you all what lip product I have on. I didn't have it in my basket because it was over here because I used it earlier. This is a lip gloss from the brand called Noya in the shade Melted Mocha. You can get this off of Coveted Beauty's website. I love this lip color. Very unique. I don't have anything like this in my collection. It's like a warm red brown. Really love this. I'm going to put a little bit more on since I've been talking so much. And it's not slippery. It's more of one of those lip glosses that kind of just hugs your lips. Really like it a lot. I've just counted my blushes and I have 50 blushes. 50. So let's get started with the blushes. I'm going to start with my nude stick blushes. These are some of my favorites. One of my all-time favorite blush colors is Sunkissed from Nude Sticks. This is like an everyday blush color for me. I have one that am I almost done with it? Yeah, I'm almost done with this blush. I've used quite a bit of it, so definitely going to be keeping this. And the skin store did send me a refill of it, so I do have one. I want to see how big it is. So I'll probably use about half of the other one. Keeping both of those Sunkissed. I have Naughty and Spice. This is a really pretty, like, soft pink color from Nude Sticks. And I have all these in the nudies, and then I have one in the nudies bloom. This is Bohemian Rose. This is newer. This is like a true, like, rose pink. The skin store sent me that one as well. So I'm keeping all 4 of those from Nude Sticks. I have Poppy from Say Beauty. I purchased this, and to be honest, I find this blush to be a little bit difficult to work with just because it is so pigmented. This is one you're probably going to want to put on the back of your hand or the back of your brush before you apply it. But I am going to keep it because I bought it, and I do like the color. So I'm going to keep this one, and I find that I'll wear this more in the spring and summer because of how punchy the color is. I actually have 51 blushes. I just saw another one over there. So I have 4 of the Glossier Cloud Paints. This is one of my favorite formulas. I have the shade Storm. This is probably top 5 favorite blushes. This, along with the LYS and Confident, and Sunkissed from Nude Sticks, and Inferno from Phytosurgence. They're all in a very similar realm of blush colors that I gravitate towards. And I'm actually planning on doing a cream blush try-on video. Alicia Archer, which is Kinky Sweats, her name is now Alicia Archer, which is her actual name here on YouTube. She did a whole cream blush try-on of like trying on all her favorite cream blushes, and I found that video to be very, very helpful because you can see how these blush colors actually look applied. And I want to do that for my favorite cream blushes, and just to like be a reference point for people, especially like with my skin tone. I don't see many like cream blush try-ons for my skin tone, and if there are, like, I just haven't found them. So I think I'm going to do that video. You guys please let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in watching. So I do have Storm from Glossier. I'm going to keep this. That's my favorite. Dawn is like a very orange blush, and I just don't really wear orange blushes. It's not something that I really like wear a lot, and I think it's the only, besides Poppy, one of the only orangey blushes that I have. And I think I'm just gonna pass it on because I feel like I've only kept it right now for reference and like comparisons when I'm swatching blushes in other videos. I feel like that's the only reason I need it, and I feel like that's the reason why my collection has gotten so big. It's like I keep things for reference points, and it's just too much, and I'm gonna let this go. And then I have Eve. This is more of like a mulberry shade. Gonna keep that. I really like it. And Spark is like a true like poppy red on my cheeks, and it's so pretty. Definitely keeping that. I have 2 new blushes from Phytosurgence. This is a newer indie brand. This is the shade Inferno. Love this shade. Very similar to like the one that I have on from LYS. And then I have the shade Swelter. I have not used Swelter yet, but They sent this in my order when I purchased that and some other products for me to try out. So definitely keeping those two. Next, I have the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Caribbean. And to be honest, like, I don't really wear these purpley jammy shades on my cheeks. I barely wear them on my lips. So I'm going to let this go. I didn't really like this color on me. Next, I have the Persona blush in Caramel. This is like a really pretty, like, soft pink on my cheeks. It doesn't look like it would show up on me, but it does. Oops. So I'm going to keep that. I have here MAC's Raisin. This is a cult classic. I think this is the first, like, pinky rose nudie type of brown on me that got me hooked on those types of colors, like the ones that I mentioned earlier, kind of like Storm from Glossier. This is old, but I'm going to keep it because these MAC blushes last forever. I remember my very first MAC blush, I think, was in the shade Dolly, and I had it for like 5 years. This is the Honest Beauty blush in Foxy. This is a really pretty, like, peachy shimmer blush. I just bought this. Excited to wear it in the spring and summer. I have here the Bare Minerals Bouncin' Blur in Mauve Sunrise. I got compliments when I wore this. It's like a really pretty, like, soft, blurred, like, hence the name, Bouncin' Blur. Kind of blurs your cheeks out some. Really pretty color for the spring and summer. So I'm going to keep this one. And one of my favorite blushes from Bare Minerals and just in general is the Bare Minerals Kiss of Rose. I think they're bringing this back for the spring and summer. I did break mine and I repressed it with alcohol. So love this one, and it has a really beautiful shimmer in it. I love this blush. I can't wait to wear it again. This is the Bare Minerals Gin Nude blush in the shade Strike a Rose. This is such a unique shade. Even in the pan, like, I don't have anything else that looks like this. I love it on my cheeks. It just makes me look so fresh and awake. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. This is my favorite matte blush. I think I like this more than MAC's Raisin. I have here the Rose Ink blush in Azalea. This is a really pretty, like, rich pink color that I'm excited to wear in the spring and summer. I feel like it's more suitable for that time of year for me anyways. Next is the Makeup Forever blush. I can't remember what shade this is, but it's like a really pretty orange. It's not really coming off on camera how it really looks. It's a little bit brighter than this. But I got this when I got this. My mom bought these for me. So it's really, really old. It needs to be thrown away. Got rid of that. Here I have the Clinique Cheek Pop in Cola Pop. This is a really, really pretty color. I love this color so much. I don't have... Actually, it's actually reminiscent of Storm from Glossier, but it's in powder form, and I love this. And it's just so cute. Like, it's a little daisy. Look at that. I'm keeping this. Here we have the Pacifica Cherry Cheek Stain. This color doesn't really look very flattering on my skin tone, and I just didn't reach for it because it has a scent, and I just don't like the scent of it either. So, that's going. Here I have the Mineral Fusion Terracotta. This is like a shimmery, orangey kind of product. I actually found it to be quite pretty on the cheeks, but I just didn't use it. So I'm going to let that one go. I have here the Ilia Color Haze Multi-Use Pigment in Stutter. This is a really pretty color. It actually reminds me of the shade that I have on my cheeks today from LYS. I'm going to keep this and actually use it up. This one has a scent to it, but it's a scent that I find appealing. It smells like vanilla, I think. Okay, let's get through these Kosas blushes. They sent me these in 2020. They're old. Like, I know they're expired. They have an 18-month shelf life, which is pretty good. I had the shade Tropic Equinox. This one was really pretty, and I used it quite a bit. I just couldn't finish it up, but they're dried. Like, they're old. I wish I would have used them more because I really liked them. My favorite one was this one, and you can really see how old it is. It's like dry. This is Velvet Melon High Intensity. I loved this one. I loved the blush and I loved the highlight. but it's old. I have Longitude 0 in high intensity. This is the only one I didn't really use that much, this pink blush. I don't know why, I just didn't really use it. And I think this one on this side was a little bit light for me. It's actually like a pink highlight. But if anything, somebody could still use this one if they wanted to, but it is expired. But all the creams, like, you can tell, like, they're old. And this is in the shade Helios High Intensity as well. And I really liked this one, especially this orange, kind of like burnt orange blush. I feel like these burnt orange blushes are the ones that I would wear more so than like a super, like orange blush. So all those are going. Sadly, I really do like that formula. Here I have this super blush from Persona in the shade Terracotta. I think this is too light for me. That's why I never used it. It's like a nude brown beigey color. My friend, I gave her one of the other Persona blushes that was too light for me. I think they need to make some darker shades in these. If anything, Carmel is a really pretty color on me, and this one actually does show up. I'm gonna give Terracotta to my friend who I know really likes this formula. I have another Bare Minerals blush right here. This is You Had Me at Merlot. This is a really pretty kind of like wine color, hence Merlot. If I can open it. I don't want to mess up my nails, but I'm gonna let this one go. I just don't wear those wine colors on my cheeks like that sometimes, but then here showing you a wine colored cheek product that I actually do wear on my cheeks. This one's really pretty. I feel like it's just not as intense as You Had Me at Merlot. It's right there. This is the MAC Glow Play and Rosie Does It. I just love the formula so much, and I think that's why I gravitate towards it. I just like applying this product. It's fun to apply, and the color does come off really pretty. This is more of a spring summer shade for me, but I am keeping it. Here I have the Undone Beauty Lip to Cheek palette in 340 Rosewood. They did send this to me. I haven't really used it yet, but I'm going to start using it. It reminds me of the blush color that I have on my cheeks today. I'm going to keep it. I'm a creature of habit. I tend to gravitate towards certain color families when I'm doing my makeup, like certain colors on my eyes, certain colors on my cheeks, certain colors on my lips, and that kind of like falls in the realm of the colors that I do like on my cheeks. I have the Alley Oop Stack the Odds in the shade Cocktail Hour. There's a blush right here on the top. I don't really gravitate towards that blush color. They do have a contour right there. And then there's also a highlight on the bottom. I don't really like the formula of the highlighter. I don't find it to be the easiest to like blend out, and it just looks super metallic-y. That's it right there. I don't really use this, so I'm gonna let this go in the giveaway pile. I have a new blush here from Kaja. They sent me this. This is their cheek stamp blush in the shade Saucy. This looks like a color that I would like, so I haven't even used it. They just sent this over to me. Definitely keeping. I have here Pop from Fit Glow Beauty. I purchased this a while ago. I think this color is a little bit punchy for me, to be honest. Like, I think it's a little too punchy and bright for me. I haven't really used it, but I'm gonna let that one go. I have the Air Perez Hello Carrot Color Pot in Hello. This is a punchy color too now, but I'm more so willing to put like a punchy red on my cheeks than a punchy pink, if that makes sense. So keeping that one. And then I have the Carrot Color Pot in the shade Holy as well. This actually reminds me of the MAC Rosie Does It. Even though they named this Rosie Does It, I don't find it to be a rose tone blush. It's more kind of like a jam to me. But you can see how they're similar. Do I need both? No, I don't need both. I don't need both. But I think I'm going to keep both. And I have the Vapor Beauty blush here in Obsessed. They sent this one to me, and it actually reminds me of the Persona blush in Carmel. But they look different in the pan. I'm going to swatch. I don't really have room to swatch here, but I'm going to swatch. Here they are. So this is the Vapor in Obsessed. And this is the Persona in Carmel. Like I said, it doesn't look like it would actually swatch and show up on me, but it does. I'm going to keep both of these. Here is RMS Beauty Crushed Rose. This is a really pretty kind of like, more of like a punchy pink. I don't really gravitate towards colors like this, so I'm going to let this one go. I've only used that maybe once before. I also have here the Rare Beauty Nearly Neutral blush. This is a really pretty color. Love this. Reminds me of what I have on my cheeks again. I have a lot of shades that look similar, but I'm keeping this one. It's very, very dewy, but I do like it. I have 3 of the multi-stick from Ilia. I have the shades A Fine Romance. This is a pretty pink color. I don't know if I'm keeping that one yet. Let me see what all these look like first. This is in the shade Cheek to Cheek. This is like a, ooh, this is like a pretty orange color. I think these are like too balmy for me. Like, I think that's why I didn't wear them. Like, they're very balm-like on the skin. And they don't dry down. So, I think that's why I didn't really wear them. I think I'm going to let these go too, guys. Yeah, the brand did send these over to me, and I did like the colors, but I just feel like they're too balmy for my liking and my makeup taste. I do have Westman Atelier's Pop It. I really like this one. This is probably the only like brighter pink blush that I like on my skin tone, and it looks really pretty on. I did a look using this at the end of 2020, and I really liked it. But I don't think I touched it last year. So I'm really, really going to try to use it this year because I really do like the formula. I wish I would have gotten a different shade when they asked me to pick out a blush. I picked this one because I was like, I want to go outside of my, you know, warm roses and nudes that I like on my cheeks and go for something different. But I find that when I go for something too different, I usually don't wear it. So I just need to kind of stick to things that I know I like and will use, but even though they're not exactly like what I have in my collection, I don't want to get things that look exactly alike, but I do like to get things that are similar because if I get something too different, I might not use it. What do y'all think about that logic? But I'm going to keep it. Then I have here the Mineral Fusion in Berry Glow. I really did like this, but you can tell it's old now. It just, it's time for it to go. That one's going in the trash. And I have Vapor Beauty's multi-stick in Eros. I found that this one is just way too balmy for my cheeks and my liking. Just like the Ilia ones, they're just too balmy. So this one looks old too, though. Like, it doesn't even look good anymore. So I think I'm gonna throw that away. And I have this blush right here from the Lip Bar. This was not what I thought it was gonna be, not the color at least. I wanted something shimmery, like a shimmer blush, but I don't think I like this color. Maybe I need to give it another try because it does look pretty. That's it there. I think I'm gonna keep it and give it another try. I've only used it once. And then I have, lastly, I have 2 of the Live Tinted. I have Balance and True. I like True for the lips, but you can use it on the cheeks too. You kind of have to go in with a lot of this though to get like more color payoff. And then I have the shade Balance. I think I'll keep both of these. I haven't really used them that much. This is Balance. It's kind of like a warm orange color. And I'll swatch True real quick just because it's True. I had one more blush. This is the Thrive Cosmetics in Dion. This is like a pinky blush color. I did swatch it. It's right here. And I'm going to keep this one just because I want to do that whole Thrive Cosmetics review. But I think this could be a nice color. It does have, I think it has some shimmer in it. So I think this could be really nice for the spring and summer. So that leaves me with 31 blushes. I have 51. I have 31. I got rid of 20. I think that is really, really good for me because I love blush. And we're done with today's video. I hope you guys have been enjoying these decluttering videos, and I'll catch you next time. This is BB, and yeah.